The counselor to US President Donald Trump, Peter Navarro, has said that India's demand for US companies to transfer sensitive military technology is dangerous because India is cozying up to both Russia and China. He also blasted India for buying and refining Russian crude oil, saying it funds Moscow's war. His comments come at a time when Hindustan Aeronautics and General Electric are negotiating a deal for local production of F-414 engines for Tejas MK2 and AMCA fighter program. Newspace Research and Technology's Beluga unmanned ground vehicle has successfully test-fired the 10 km range UAV-launched precision-guided munition version 3, validating its integration and demonstrating precision strike capability against armored and fortified targets. U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio has said that Washington keeps a daily watch on the India-Pakistan ceasefire, warning it can collapse quickly. Pakistan Army Chief Field Marshal has announced that his sole desire is Battlefield Ma-rtyr-dom in service to Pakistan, but in reality, he was the first to seek refuge in a fortified underground bunker within the GHQ in Rawalpindi during Indian missile strikes. The announcement of Mission Sudarshan Chakra has sparked unease among Pakistani military analysts, as they argued that the Indian system, once operational, will make it nearly impossible for Pakistan to conduct cross-border strikes on Indian civilian infrastructure. India and Russia have signed a landmark agreement to locally produce small piston engines for UAVs and loitering munitions. HAL is all set to start delivery of 25 Dhruv Mark III helicopters to the Indian Army, and each helicopter is equipped with Elbit Systems electro-optical pods for all-weather surveillance, and SAAB's integrated defensive aid suite for protection against missile threats. Hindustan Aeronautics and Indian Army are collaborating with private sector companies to integrate air-to-air missiles with imaging infrared seekers, 20 km range loitering munitions and 100 km range air-launched drones on the Prachand helicopter for intelligence, surveillance, reconnaissance missions as well as intercepting larger HAL and MALE-class UAVs. The director of the Armament Research and Development Establishment has confirmed plans to develop an indigenous Gatling gun system for the Indian Army and Indian Air Force that will feature radar and electro-optical fire control systems along with programmable ammunition for rapid and precise engagements against counter-drones, cruise missiles and low-flying aircraft. India TV has aired the first visuals of the AMCA featuring internal fuel tanks inside its internal weapons bay, a design not seen in any other stealth fighter jet. The AMCA can carry one internal fuel tank plus 2 Astra air-to-air missiles in its internal bay, or 2 internal fuel tanks for long-range non-combat ferry missions, without external tanks that compromise stealth. Ahead of India's 12,000 km range Agni-6 missile test on 21 August, US Navy's USS Santa Barbara has docked at Colombo port in Sri Lanka for a resupply stop until 22 August. The littoral combat ship is equipped with advanced ISR-capable mission packages that could monitor missile telemetry from India's test range in Odisha, which is located within operational range of USS Santa Barbara. US-based website National Interest, which published several pro-Pakistani narratives during the May 2025 conflict, has come up with a new false report, claiming that India is dumping the Russian Su-57 for France's Rafale fighter jets. It is to be noted that the two initiatives' 114 Rafale and 65th Gen fighters are separate requirements, as they serve different purposes and are not mutually exclusive. Indian Defence Secretary has already confirmed that talks on 5th-generation fighter procurement are underway, with the Indian Air Force seeking at least 60 stealth fighters as a separate requirement. The Indian government has firmly rejected the idea of buying the US F-35 fighter jet, and now the Russian Su-57 remains the only active foreign contender for the 65th-generation fighter requirement. Today's top 3 comments.